Alright guys, it's me Josh. I am here to review Oldboy, which is a remake of 2003 African film of the same name. Japanese film of the same name. It is directed by Spike Lee, stars Josh Brolin, Elizabeth Olsen. So, the plot of this movie is we meet Joe Dose. He's an advertising executive, and his life is already in a downward spiral, and things get much worse for him. While drunk one night, Joe is kidnapped and thrown into solitary confinement in a bizarre hotel-like room. For the next 20 years, Joe suffers unmanageable torments, but the motive and identity of his captor remain unknown. When he is inexplicably set free, Joe emerges with one goal: to find the person who stole 2 decades of his life. But we also know more about him, that he had a daughter and a wife, and something happened to the daughter, and he meets this one girl, Marie Sebastian, and so she agrees to help him, and they fall in love. So yeah, that's basically the plot of this movie. Oldboy, I think, is a very underrated Spike Lee movie. I think this movie is well done. It's an hour and 44 minutes, and to me, yeah, I think this movie is severely underrated. It's a good movie. I like the acting here. Josh Brolin is Joe, Charlito Copley as the Stranger, Adrian Doe Price, Samuel Jackson is Cheney, Michael Imperioli is Chucky, James Ransell as Dr. Tom. Nope, not the Brad Dourif Chucky, a different Chucky. I like all the acting here. Elizabeth Olsen is great as Mia or Marie, and I do like the acting in this film. The acting in this movie is good, and I like the action in here. The action is bloody, is intense, is brutal, and this movie, the original version was 140 minutes long, but the producers heavily re-edited the film to 105 minutes. And re-edits also included the one-shot hammer scene, and Spike Lee and Josh Brolin were unhappy with it. And he even removed his Spike Lee Jordan for a more impersonal Spike Lee film, which it should have been. And Josh Brolin says that he prefers Spike Lee's version of the film. It is not clear that his... And this movie is... Yeah, I do blame the producers in this. And I do like the acting. I do like the music in here. Elizabeth Olsen and Josh Brolin, they have cool chemistry. The scene when they make out together, even though at the end of the movie there is a twist, which, spoiler, if you haven't seen it, go watch it, but for those who've seen it, you know what's gonna happen. Marie is actually Joe's real daughter, and I was not expecting that, and that's pretty much upset and pretty much heartbreaking. But this movie it has cool action, it has good acting. The movie is a little bit depressing. It's too depressing, and the movie is a little bit too dark. But Thanos and Scarlet Witch will both be collaborating again for Avengers Infinity War, and I hope Avengers Infinity War is good. I'm really hoping that movie is good, because that movie, all the MCU movies has been building up Thanos. I can't wait to see it, how that movie's gonna play out, even though it's split into 2 movies, which It's, even though it's not split into two movies, which that still irritates me that you didn't stick with your original plan, Marvel, that to have it be split and let it be split into two movies. And with all the characters they're shoving in for Avengers Infinity War, it easily needs to be a two-parter. I'm sorry, it needs to be in two parts. It needs to. It needs to. But I'm not gonna give it hate yet. I'm not giving Marvel hatred for that yet. I need to see trailer and keep the Infinity War news coming, and then we will see that. So Infinity War, if you're gonna have all these characters in there, it needs to go back into two parts and have the Untitled Avengers sequel be the fifth part. But they're both being shot back to back simultaneously, so I'm alright. But anyways, Oldboy is a very underrated movie. So, let me know what I'm gonna give this movie a highly recommended. So, let me know what you think about this film down below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? I'll see you guys later.